Good afternoon. Today is February 28th. Okay, February 28th, 2024. Alright, so it's about 5 o'clock. Okay, it's like 15 minutes before 5 o'clock. Alright, alright, so there. I kind of run out of topics to talk to in my podcast, Sanctuary for the Stumbled podcast. Okay, so I'm a teacher. This is Teacher Felbert. I'm a teacher. I'm an artist. I'm a filmmaker, and I freelance as internal and external auditor. Right, so I can do forensic accounting at the same time. So there, so it's tax season. You guys should kind of think of an accountant as well, you know how to bend. Alright, sir. Alright. Okay. So there, so I got this book. Okay, I picked up this book from Akalakal. It's like 20 pesos. Okay, so the title of the book is Reflective Edge, hard-hitting questions that will transform the way you live. Alright. Okay, so my food tip is actually about to explode, so I'm sorry about it, guys. And a little earlier, I just ate, by the roadside, the very best barbecue in town. All right. Okay. So the question is, what are your narcissistic traits? Okay. So would you consider this to be healthy narcissism? How do you check yourself against pathological self-absorption? All right. Okay. So now, before you can answer that question very well from your heart, then you should be able to know yourself first. All right. Okay. So it doesn't mean that because you're a vice president of a bank or you're sitting as a president of a multinational corporation that you are that person. Okay? Sometimes you kind of drag yourself to work, okay? Because you needed to spend for your kids. Your children are in Ateneo maybe, okay? Or in Telcel University. Or sometimes they're sent abroad for their college education. Okay, so the parents would work hard, okay, to be able to provide and to support their family. Okay? So there. You have to know yourself first. Okay. What are my narcissistic traits? Okay. So besides knowing that I have had bipolar disorder, all right, it's a mental health issue, not really illness. I defy calling it an illness. It's a mental health handicap. Okay, then calling it an illness is kind of very conclusive that I'm Baliw, alright? So I'm not, okay? So there are narcissistic traits, okay. So part of you being able to kind of grasp, authentic healing for that matter, you become childlike as well because, all addictive behaviors that cause mental health conditions dwindle are actually emanating from childhood trauma. Okay? And to be able to heal, you kind of express yourself childlike. Okay? So there, you have to know yourself. So I am an artist, hardcore artist at that. Okay? In college, even when I was grade 1, when I kind of talked to my beautiful friend fireflies and boring coconut trees. Well, I had an internship of sort in terms of storytelling. Okay, so every time I thought I got drunk during that time. Okay, so I ran away home and took refuge in what you call this coconut factory or landahan that we call. Okay, and would spend my whole night talking to my friend fireflies and boring coconut and cacao trees. Alright. There. I'm an artist, okay? So, one very crucial characteristic of an artist is, inculcation or the ability to grapple into the inculcation of what you call creative freedom. Okay, if you have, like for example, a producer in a particular art undertaking, sometimes the producer decides for the look or the output of the artwork. Okay, so artists get hired for that, and they wallow in depression for not being able to, take care of themselves and assert that they have that creative freedom, being the brains of a particular art undertaking. Okay, so the other question is, yeah, I have that narcissistic traits in terms of like, well, as much as possible, because I'm an artist and I'm doing an artwork, I should decide for the look of the film. Well, that happened with Sped Hearts when I wasn't able to actually defend myself, okay, into having that kind of thing as far as the look of the film, okay? So it came out very ridiculous, all right? Pathetic at the same time. All right, so there. So the other question is, would you consider this to be healthy narcissism? Yes. Okay. Art painters do not to their canvas with accompaniment of other people, okay, of other artists, okay. They kind of like draw, make an artwork in a canvas or whatever, and they like sign their names at the bottom of the artwork. Okay, so it's like art coming to life, and they kind of like sign it to vouch that it's their authentic artwork. All right, so well, we understand in filmmaking, for example, because it's a collaborative effort. Okay, well, as long as you know what exactly you are doing, being the writer and the director of the film. Okay, you should assert yourself. Okay, you'll listen, of course, to other people doing kind of like suggestive ideas into putting into the film. Well, you can listen to them, why not? Okay, but their narcissism, as far as being an artist is concerned, is like healthy. Okay, it's a healthy thing. All right. So, like what is said, in order for you to heal with your addictive behaviors, okay, or mental health issues, okay, that are caused by your massive childhood trauma, you become childlike as well. And being a child, okay, you have that healthy narcissism, okay, you always kind of think that you are the only person in the universe and that the universe revolves around you. Okay, so you look at babies, they cry when they are not like being hugged or carried. Okay, so they wanted an attention that's so pronounced and elaborate. Everybody, caregivers for that matter, kind of like show that to them. Okay, the attitude of a child is such a big thing in terms of like how you're gonna heal with your mental health issues. All right, so that's a narcissism that's really very healthy indeed. All right. So what else? How do you check yourself against pathological self-absorption? Pathological, obsessive, self-absorption. Well, everybody is sometimes egoistic. Okay. That's why we always like ask our friends, am I doing well in a particular undertaking? That's what we call validation. Even Beyonce does that. Okay? Even Oprah Winfrey or Rihanna for that matter, all my favorites, Justin Bieber. Okay? All professionals, all performing artists are like doing that. Miley Cyrus of Flowers. Okay, she fangirled Mariah Carey, okay? You know what? Well, self-absorption is the kind of thing that everybody does, okay? It's not just because, you know, we're kind of like having mental health issues, that's why we're self-absorbed. It's not true. Everybody is, and everybody that denies it is a liar, all right? All right, so there, today is February 20, 2024 is 4 7:55 in the afternoon. Okay, this is DJ Felbert of Sanctuary for Istanbul podcast. I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, I'm a filmmaker, and I freelance as internal and external auditing. Okay. Oh, well, I can do forensic accounting at the same time. So I'm here in Cubao. I live in a pension house in the Cubao proper, actually. Okay, a little earlier also, we kind of like saw, visited, ocular, inspected. Well, I can't tell that we're supposed to be, where we might be able to transfer to, but well, I have like so many and I kind of like just put them down because they're more important, okay, than Bezos of Amazon. Sorry. Yeah, and you guys should clean your hearts, okay? Clean covers of your hearts. So you do not become awful, as awful as your faces, your ugly faces. Alright? So there, goodbye. This is Digital again of Sanctuary for Istanbul podcast. I love you, goodbye, bye bye.